she always hate. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Indianapolis Colts. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. The safety, Patrick Chung, is the one who makes the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's going deep for Brown. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Off the play fake. Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big conversion on 3rd for the Colts. And even 40 yards.
At the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The throw taken in by Cole. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
It's
pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Jones now on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 6. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
A run for Nick Chubb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Mayfield down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Taking it right down Broadway. And mark him down all the way inside the Minnesota 10. A huge play that time for the Colts. 63 yards on the ground.
6-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
57, Mike, 57. Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw. 57's the Mike. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Here we go, here we go.
Off play action. Jones. And he rifles one incomplete. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Leighton Vander
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. This is Hines. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. To throw, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to Nick Chubb.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
They run. Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
Down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 12.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Nick Chubb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
That is good.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Steven Sims now on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Sims on the return. The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The
Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake. Jones. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts,
2-yard gain,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. On the ground, it's Chubb. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Yeah, he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
1-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Jones, off play action. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Here's Sims to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jones. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Here's Jones. Off the play fake. Flush to his right. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. To throw again, Jones. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
27-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On second down now. It's Hines, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, Jones. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Colts add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Nick Chubb, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have made this now a one-score game.
Come on, guys, let's go.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They run with Hines, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hines. It was D.J. Jones who was there for the tackle.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
5-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Operating from the gun, Jones. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action.
With the score, Colts.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now Jones, off play action. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Hines. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Now Chubb. Powerful running. They can't corral him.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Colts pick it up, and it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When you break a couple of tackles, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he goes out right around the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a 1st down.
Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Nick Chubb, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
The kick is good.
Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jones now on 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Off play action. Jones. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
That's good.
That goes as a gain of 37 on third down.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They run again with Hines. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try to run with Hines. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leaves him on the field on every down on offense because you can hand it to him as we've seen. But just had 3 rushing touchdowns and, of course, throw it to him where he's caught 1 as well.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Down and the 11.
Throwing, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Brings up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Indianapolis, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on shot for the win, celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on shot for the win, celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor. Yeah, your friend smart, but my boy's wiser. Yeah, get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what would help. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on shot for the win, celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on shot for the win, celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment, energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning, stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm tryna find you. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I word a fire gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on shot for the win, celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on shot for the win, celebrate the win again, celebrate the win.
Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Pull you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you down with me, down with me? I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Made mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the crowd. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello, Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't you? Nights like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the hit. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no
talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon.